Hey guys, Drew Kairos here. We're going to go through a quick workaround for an Aweber signup form. So if you guys are using Aweber, then you'll notice that there are specific confirmation message settings that you can and cannot control. So first off, Aweber signup forms and Aweber subscriber imports, we can control. We can turn off this confirmation, the double opt-in. But we cannot do that for an API integration. This is a free account on Aweber, so it says you need to upgrade to control that. But I know if you upgrade, they still have specific restrictions that say you need a certain number of subscribers, you need a certain open rate, and they don't seem to have any documented processes that tell you exactly what those numbers look like. So I find it's easier to just do this little workaround. You can always switch back later on. So what we're going to do is build an Aweber signup form that looks like the form on our website, and then we're going to embed this form over there. So in this example, I'm using ClickFunnels. This is the page that we're going to try to copy. So it's a really simple form, as you guys can see. There are some things that I cannot duplicate. For example, I can't add a second line of text, and I can't make the button move with an Aweber signup form, but you'll see that it'll still work pretty well. So what I've done is I duplicated the original page. This is the one that we're going to create so we can compare them against each other. And let's jump right in. We're going to go to sign up forms. I'll create a new form for this. And this is what the default form looks like. Not very pretty, but we're going to try to make it look like the one on ClickFunnels that we have. So I'm going to delete all of these extra items first. I would like to add some text, and this is going to say, where should I send the free video? I want to make sure that's black. I'm going to change it to Arial size 24, and I'll make it bold. I'm going to save that, bring it up to the top here. Now, this one says name, email. It is going to capture their full name if they type it in, but I usually say first name on this just because I only want people to type in their first name. Now, we can change the font size on all of these things too. So to do that, you click on it, come up here, change the font. I'm going to make it 16. And I'm going to do the same thing for the text inside the box, also going to be 16. So you can see that's all good to go now. I'm going to spread this out a little bit so it's all on one line. Perfect. That way it matches, oops, a little bit more. There we go. It matches the form we're trying to build over here. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to remove the border around this. Take the border away. Just because I like when it's free flowing a little bit better. Now our button on the other page says get instant access. So we're going to do that. Again, I can only do one line. So that's going to be the text for right now. Our color, we can try to match to this page. So I have a little tool that tells me this, and I can come in here and change it. So now that's the same red. I need to change the size of this button. I'm not going to go quite that big. 18 is good. I'm going to center it. And I like this little thing right here. It just adds some depth to the button. So if you click that, you can see it changes it slightly. Now, this is the form. This is what it's going to look like exactly on my page. So there is always the opportunity to change this. If you guys don't love it, you can come back in and change it anytime. It will update live on the site once this code is embedded. Okay, so the first step, design, is done. Second step is settings. So we have to save our form. We're going to go to step 2, and these are the settings that I was saying. So you can name your web form if you want to. I recommend doing that just so you know what leads you're capturing on which form. Because you can only embed this in one place, basically. Well, you could embed it in multiple places, but for testing purposes, you only want to use it once. So on here, we're going to need a thank you page URL, which if you were using ClickFunnels before, then it gives you a thank you page already. It automatically directs there. But because we're using an Aweber signup form, it doesn't know where to send people once they've subscribed. So first off, we can't use this link because there's a built-in redirect in here. So I'm going to open this tab, and this is the link that I want to copy. You can say hi to Matt on there. So we're going to paste this in this section. Here's my thank you page URL. Really quickly with this advanced settings right here, you want to make sure this pass form data is unchecked, because if that is checked off, it breaks everything. All right, so we're going to save our form. We're going to go to step 3. This is where we install it. So we'll say, I will install my form. I want to copy this code right here. We come back into ClickFunnels, open up our page 1 here. And we're going to add a new element. I usually do it right at the bottom here. HTML element, which is that one. This is what it will look like for us. We're going to open our code editor and paste our code right in there. And then what I usually like to do is I try to get rid of the extra spacing on this too. So I'm going to go through and delete all of these elements because we don't want 2 sign up forms sitting on top of each other. That would be crazy. And again, I'm going to get rid of some of the extra white space in this. I'm going to leave a little bit at the top just so that there's some space in there. We'll save this. I'm going to preview it. And now we can see here is the original form. Here is our Aweber signup form. So it doesn't look that different. It's a little smaller button. I guess I could change the text on this to be a little bit different, but now if I opt in on this, it will send me straight in as a subscriber. And the cool part is what I can do is come back into our signup form. I can go back to step 1 in this design and I can make any changes I want to this. So let's say, for example, I decide that I want to do something crazy like make the background bright pink, right? All I have to do is go to save your form right here. I can open my page back up, refresh it, and now we have a pink form. How crazy is that? So I don't want a pink form. I'm going to get rid of that. But there are some things on here that I could do if I wanted to, let's say, make the button bigger, for example. Or change any of the text, add another image, something like that. And you just refresh your page and it updates automatically for you. So that's that. Everything should be good to go on here. And that's the complete workaround.